All right, again, another Big O Speaks Money Matters. So you're thinking about buying a car, whether it's your first car, whether it's your 10th car, and I'm sure if you've bought several cars, you're the expert, right? You know how to buy a car. Nobody has to tell you how to buy a car. So let's say excellent credit, right? Great income, no problem at all. You can go in zero down, right? Good relationship with your credit union or your bank, right? You're the kind of person, you're the kind of buyer everybody wants. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how, if you have great credit, how you should really be trying to buy something. This is Big O Speaks Money Matters. So we're going to talk about money from the way the wealthy people think about it, the way real money moves. Okay? So give yourself a quick questionnaire and see if whether or not this is even a video worth your time. You've got excellent credit, you've got great income, and you're looking to buy a car. You for first decision: are you going to pay cash? You're going to pay for it by financing. Most people finance their vehicles, whether they have the money or not. Most people finance. First question to that: why? Why would you finance if you got 300,000, 400,000, 30,000, 40,000, whatever the cost of the car is going to be, right? Now, if it's under 10 grand, under 15 grand, paying cash may be the way to go. Over 15 grand, no matter who you are, how much money you have, why would most people choose financing it over paying cash for it? So, first question: cash or finance, Morty? All right, I already kind of answered that for you, right? Smart person finances. It's other people's money. If you got excellent credit, trust me, there's a lot of things you can do with your credit, right? You're buying the money cheap. Why pay cash trying to get zero interest and that money's dead when you can make that money make at least two times whatever the interest rate is that you could possibly have on buying a car? So how are you going to buy this car? I'm going to shop online. Okay, great. So you're a smart shopper, right? You're going to shop online. You're going to narrow down an idea of what type of car you want, right? You have to choose, what type of car am I looking for? A two-door, four-door, sedan, sports car, SUV, truck. What's the purpose of my vehicle? What am I going to be using it for primarily, right? Obviously, you're not going to buy a supercar to pull, 2-ton wagons with, right? So we have to know why we're buying the vehicle and what it's going to be used for the majority of the time, right? May not make sense to buy a 7-passenger 8 SUV when 90% of the time there's going to be one person in the vehicle. Only 5% of the time there's going to be 4 people, 5 people, right? So that's something to think about. So let's say we narrowed it down. We know exactly what we want to buy. We've shopped for it online and we know where we want to buy it from, right? So you've done all of that. You've even gone to a dealership and test drove it, right? Let's fast forward. I'm giving you credit for being able to get a great deal on it, right? So, well, now I'm gonna ask you that question too. Let's say you're shopping for a car. What's the very best way to buy a car? You know what you want exactly. So best way to get it, is it online shopping? And most people do online shopping. They call the dealership, and they go by, hey, whoever gave them the best price for whatever they're looking for. But truth be told, that's not the very best way to buy a car. Most people, especially people who are higher income, their time is money, use a broker, an auto broker, to find the car, find the best deal for them, and put the deal together. That's most wealthier people whose time means more than the money. They pay somebody, they pay a broker to do the shopping for them. But let's say you've narrowed it down, you know exactly what you want, you've got your car deal, and we've already decided that we are going to finance. You've got excellent credit, right? Now, here's where we really go up to a higher level of learning how to move money. Money moves. How are you going to finance the car? Right? So, are you going to your credit union? You go into your bank, you're going to go through the dealership's financing. When you go to your credit union, you go to your bank, you're going to tell them what it is you're looking to buy. They'll assess the value of it. Is that what you're going to do? Because the credit union's going to always get you the best deal, or the bank's going to get you the best deal. You got a relationship with your bank. All right? This is why Big O is Big O. Doing this almost 30 years. Let's learn something now about how real money moves. You're going to finance it. So now we need to know the next two questions. How, under what way are we doing this loan? Is this going to be a car loan from a bank, credit union, or from the dealership? Whoever gives you the lowest rate, right? That is wrong. Wrong answer. The reason that's the wrong answer is because we're not looking for a car loan at all. Real money is going to buy the car. You've got excellent credit, right? Over 700 credit score can walk into the bank, right, and sign a document saying, I want a line of credit, or I want a loan, personal loan, for $50,000, $100,000, whatever the price of the car is. But you're not going to use the car as collateral. Why not? Why not use the car as a collateral? Why not do an auto loan if I'm buying an auto? We're on graduate level now, children. Simple. Money thinks in terms of how to protect its assets. If I go into a bank and I get a car loan, if for some reason the sky falls and I lose my source of income long enough to where they could repo the car, because the car is collateral on the loan and it's a car loan, my credit sucks, my credit would be damaged, and I would lose the vehicle. Two losses. If, however, I go into the bank and I get a personal loan or line of credit high enough to cover the purchase of this vehicle, and if you're really smart, we're going to go graduate level here. Let's say I'm buying a car costs $50,000. My credit's strong enough to walk into the bank and get a personal loan for $60,000. No assets, no collateral tied to the loan. It's a signature loan. I'm gonna buy the car for $50,000, put the other $10,000 to the side in the bank. If I do have a rainy day, I literally will make car payments off of the money that they loaned me. If I never have a rainy day and everything continues to go great, my income is fine and all of this good stuff, I've expanded my credit to where now the bank can say, man, this guy on his signature, we trusted him on his signature alone. He paid us back in full, no problems. And guess what? I didn't block my credit with a car loan. So I could literally go back into the bank, either do another signature loan for probably 2, 3, 4 times that original amount, or I can always have that over to the side, a line of credit or an open personal line available with the bank, and go do 3, 4 car loans and always have the bank or some other institution available to cover my behind if my money gets tight in some other way. This is Big O Speaks Money Matters. This is really how money moves, how you learn to leverage, how in the best of times you take that line of credit, it was unsecured, you walked into the bank, you paid them back in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it takes, right? Probably paid the same interest rate, maybe a point higher, but you proved to the bank, whoever trusted you, that, hey, even though there was no collateral tied to it, even though I didn't have to worry about my vehicle ever leaving my driveway involuntarily, I took care of you guys. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm a man or woman of my word. So now when you go back in there and say, hey, I want to open this business, or I've got a family emergency, somebody's sick, I need to take care of something real quick, it's not a problem. Here's something I need you to also pay attention to. If the weather changes and life just hits the skids, divorce, sickness, anything traumatic happens, loss of income, guess what? Because it was not a car loan, because it was not a car loan, the car was never in question to be repoed. Only thing that can happen would be your credit would be hurt instead of the credit hurt and the car gone. This is graduate level learning. If you want to really learn how to do money moves, listen to my post. This is the Master Talking Financial Guru. I've been doing this almost 30 years. Call me about being a client. Call me about investing with me. Call me about me being your mentor, financial coach, helping you get your personal or business finances in order. If you've never thought about what I just told you before, now you understand why people do come and pay me and listen to me and follow my advice about money moves, because we think at a different level. If you bought 7, 8 cars, you're 40, 50, 60 years old and never thought about using a line of credit instead of tying the asset to it, we need to talk. I just showed you how my way of thinking and how I know about money moves at a way different level and way of thinking. Big O Speaks. Hit me up at Mercedes Financial Corporation, HoustonFinTech.com. Comment here with your info, how to reach you. Let's make some smart money moves together. In the meantime, guys, please remember, if you like it, you got some value out of this, like, subscribe, hit notifications, comment, let me know that, hey, you got something out of it. Maybe when you go buy your next car or something, you think about this and say, hey, man, wow, what a way to get it done. That's what I'm here for. I've been doing this almost 30 years, and I live to uplift the lives of others. Big O Speaks. Money matters. How to the right way to buy your next car.